Hi guys, how you doing? This is Q coming to you again from diygenesis, and welcome once again as we delve into our tutorial for the day. And really not so much a tutorial as much as it's more informative. Full site editing is huge and massive, and I don't know if you've heard about this before, and if you haven't, then this is really a game changer and a very exciting move for WordPress and Genesis alike. So just really something I wanted to bring because I'm super excited about this. As you know, I am all about do-it-yourself and Genesis and WordPress. So I really wanted to discuss this article here that came out with Carrie Dills. In fact, Chris Garrett released this on WordPress, the studiopress blog website, and I jumped right in and I was in with both feet, and I was like, man, this is awesome and amazing. And I really wanted to bring it to you guys and just share with you just some of the things that I'm learning. So I'm learning right along with you, and so by all means, please share what you learn as well in the comments and in the descriptions below. And so here we are with full site editing. So what is the big deal? Well, full site editing, as you know, we've already talked about in some previous tutorials and some of our videos before about block designs and using blocks to build websites. And just quickly, I'm going to move over just to show you. This is Navigation Pro. So Navigation Pro obviously is a block build website, and it's one of the most one of the premier sites that actually has a homepage built from blocks. So what we're seeing here is, if you're familiar at all with the depth of what's happening here, normally a website was built with in the theme world, the Genesis child theme was built with widgets. So you were using widgets to build certain parts of the site. Well, now that is starting to shift away. Now things are going to start to be built with blocks. So no longer are widgets going to be necessarily the focus. They're going to slowly be phased out, and we're going to start building things with blocks. And if you're familiar with Gutenberg and the Atomic Blocks plugin that actually helps us build these types of websites. So we can jump into the back office just a little bit, and you can see here Gutenberg is installed on this website. And again, guys, I'm doing this locally because I love to use this as my sandbox to build things locally, to experiment and play around with this technology before I ever release it into a production environment. So Gutenberg is really all about just blocks and just building content on pages using the block system. So we can go back and we can see also that Atomic Blocks here out of the box comes with some really huge things. So here it says, welcome to the future of site building with Gutenberg and Atomic Blocks. So these blocks help you build pages. Now let's jump back to full site editing. Well, the big deal behind full site editing, as we just talked about blocks are building and using blocks to build your content, and typically that's only been limited to just the content sections of your site. So if you're familiar at all, as you can see in this article, it talks about now we're going to have the ability header, footer, content area, etc. We're going to be able to have block abilities of editing in any section of your website, which is huge, because now we're not limited in our ability to create without coding, because that's a huge thing also, without having to code, to be able to put some very powerful and very effective pieces into your website right away, really quick, really fast, and give you that turnaround that you need. So this is huge. Now, the other reason why this is huge is because if you're familiar with Elementor, if you're familiar with Divi, if any of those other plugins out there that are game changers because they're already promoting full site editing, well, full site editing for WordPress is not going to be a plugin. It's going to be core WordPress. So this, in the article, it talks about this is probably going to be near the end of 2020 or the beginning part of 2021, where full site editing will be built into the core of WordPress. So that means out the box, WordPress will have this ability for full site editing, which is huge because again, it's going to change the game in the fact that we won't have to use those external plugins like Elementor and Divi and some of the other ones to do some really high-end editing and high-end creation it's not going to happen. And as you can see, it's promoting Navigation Pro here as again using those atomic blocks. And this is a great example site and great example theme, should I say, of what's actually really on the cutting edge when it comes to using this type of technology. So again, as myself being one that really is delving towards the theme creation and plugin development and really bringing you guys great content on this channel, I really wanted to talk about this because this is huge. This is a game changer, and it's going to continue to be the way that we build sites going toward the future. Again, this is going to turn around and change quickly how fast we can develop websites, how fast we can turn around client projects. All of this is going to be massive and huge in that regard. And so right now, this is really very much in its experimental phases. And so I really wanted to jump in just to show you just a little bit about it, because when we go here, we can see in this instance here, and this is totally beta and completely experimental. There's a full site editing plugin that's available on WordPress that you can get. So if you view details here, and we open up another tab and we go here, you can see the installation, FAQ, the change log. These are all things that are here. But really, when you go to WordPress's website, because we'll get out of that here and jump back. When you go to WordPress's website, you'll see full site editing. When you look up plugins, look up full site editing, and you'll see it's available and you can install it and activate it. Now, what does that look like on the back office? Let's jump in and go see. So let's go to our page section here, and we'll jump into, say, let's do the About Us page. So looks pretty normal for the most part right here, but here's where the power starts to happen right here. As soon as you hit Adblock, you're going to see this array of new things that are going to start to be available. Like, they're going to be bringing out premium content here. They have the event countdown. These are all things that are just right now kind of rudimentary and experimental. There's patterns. This is another game changer. Like, these are things that are massive and huge in this industry within WordPress and Genesis. This is absolutely going to change the game. So I really wanted to bring this to you guys to just kind of give you an idea of what's going on with full site editing and what does that mean, and what does that how does that work with blocks, because blocks are already, this right here is a block, but then when you look at this, you have this ability to replace. You're going to have all of these absolute amazing features here. So we have the event countdown, right? So I just clicked and bam, instantly it's in here. It's there. And so these are the types of things, again, we can go back right here, remove it, it's gone. So these are all just amazing abilities that we now have access to go in and do some of these things that we really want to do. And so this is just a taste of what's to come, guys. So thank you again for watching this video, for spending your time on this channel. We really appreciate you guys stopping by and checking us out. And please tune back in again, because we're going to continue to bring you more content, more updates on FSE and that full site editing and block systems. And we're going to be doing some pretty cool and experimental things on this channel. And I wanted to share that with you guys. Again, this is Q coming to you from diygenesis. And of course, we're always trying to teach you new tips and tricks and sharing with you the latest and greatest in WordPress and Genesis to help you build beautiful content and beautiful sites and beautiful applications. So thank you again, guys, for stopping by. I hope you found value in this content. And of course, please subscribe. Please like the video. Please share it. And please hit that notification bell so that you can get notified every time we turn out new content. Enjoyed having you guys today. Thanks again. Until next time, this is Q coming to you from diygenesis.